details. Done all this before. Oh, jeez. Okay, are we live? We are live. All right. I'm trying to get this all set up, guys. I don't do this very often. Give me 1 second. There we go. Oh, looks like it's behaving. Yay. Okay. Cool. I think I'm live now. What? Oh, this is dumb. Okay. Okay. I have no chat on that one. Okay. Let's do this. All right, set up live video. Sorry, guys. I am fighting Facebook right now. I'm trying to do it live there, too. Oh, let's see. There we go. There's that. Go live immediately. Live video is starting. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. Now I've got comments. Cool. Okay. All right. Sorry, everybody. Hey, Moto. Okay. So, sorry, guys. I had to fight Facebook and YouTube there a little bit. All right. So, I posted something, I think, last night about the system. I've been working on it for a while. It's something I've kind of been working on the side. People asking about it. I shelved it for a while. I'm coming back to it now. So what I'm doing is RC sound system. So those of you familiar with my products, I make speaker systems for RC cars, typically for music. So you Bluetooth music from your phone to your speaker system that's installed in the car to give you music. I've been asked for a while now to do something for engine sound, things like that. So this is something I'm working on to give you guys a look at it here. This is the first look. This is the system right here. So here, I'll flip it so you guys can see it the right way. So this is the system, much smaller than what's currently out on the market, like with the ESS-ONE, some of the other ones. To measure it even here for you guys, it is 30 by 26-ish. It is 16 millimeters tall. So you can see the BEC plug there. It's not huge. The speaker is not built in. I did this on purpose. That way it can be used in other rigs. So you can see here I have one of my 1.5-inch speakers. This is kind of what an ESS-ONE would usually come with. And I'm going to be possibly doing some other versions of this that are a little bigger for bigger speakers. I also have one of my little ones here that I use for 24 scalers. You see it's not really much bigger than the box, actually a touch smaller. And that way different size speakers can be used for different size rigs. I'm going to plug it in here. So currently you have your main lead in. This is going to go into your throttle channel, so channel 2. And this goes into an aux channel. So you're going to have two sound options here. You'll have your engine sounds, basically. That will be tied to your throttle. That'll increase and decrease with throttle. You'll have an aux channel here that'll be used for a horn, a siren, a backup. I've developed an app for it. So let me see here. I don't have a way to stream my screen, but everybody sees my password. That's funny. Anyway, so this is the app right here. I don't really have a way to stream it, but you have at the top, you have Connect. We have the throttle channels, RPM. You can change your RPM settings. That way it doesn't sound like a diesel's revving to the moon. Or if you have a rotary, you can whack it up there so it has a higher RPM. There's going to be some built-in sound profiles. We have a V8 big block, excuse me, inline 6, or inline 4, inline 6 turbo, excuse me, diesel. There's also customs. So I'm going to set it up. Of course, I get on and start coughing. It will be set up to where you can actually add custom profiles. So I will be developing an app that's on your computer where you can get sound bites off the internet, and it will cut and format them properly for you to put into this app and upload them to the device. So if you want to go record your own car and then do some audio editing and drop them in here, you could do that. Now here we have, let's see, that's the idle RPM and max RPM. We have the auxiliary sounds. So I don't know if you guys can see here, I already have horn, police, fire. There's a couple different ones in there. This is where you can upload your own. And then we have down here a calibration screen where you can calibrate your radio properly to the app. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to plug it in. So every profile, right now I think I have the diesel truck preloaded. If I remember right, we'll find out. When I plug it in, we'll go through a startup sequence. So you'll hear the engine start and go into an idle state. So it's actually on the inline 6 one. I'm going to switch it to diesel truck. So I'm going to hit connect here on the app. Automatically connects. There we go. Switch to diesel truck. I'm going to turn the volume up here. There we go. So I'm actually going to reset it. So you hear that startup phase. Oh, it went back to the i6 turbo. Remember, this is a prototype, guys. So here we go. Diesel truck. i6 turbo. Diesel truck. Okay. Now, it should stay in that state. Let's see. This might be a bug I have to fix. Yeah, it's defaulting to the turbo one. Okay. So, but looking at it here, we'll go back. I'm going to connect again. So some features. There is, put it up to 100% again here. Okay. So you can hear it's idling. I don't know how you guys can hear that right now. So what there is there's a rev up sound. And then when you decel, you get a little turbo pop. So I've got a couple of different things built into there. Okay. And then the reverse sounds a little different. How well you guys can hear that. I don't have a great mic set up on here right now. Okay. And if we go to diesel, so now we have the diesel idle. And then I just added a little turbo whistle here. And it has a different sound for reverse. And then on the app here, you have a mute button. So you've muted it now. Won't make any sounds no matter what you do. Tap it again. We've unmuted it. For some reason right now, I'm going to try it. Yeah, my aux sounds are not working. I had them working earlier. Now they're acting up, of course, as soon as I went live. So I can turn the RPM down here on the diesel. So that gives it a little more realistic sound. Okay. that's pretty much about it in the app. Like I said, you can go into custom profiles, add your own sounds. Basically, there's 4 files for every profile. So diesel truck, there's a start profile, the idle kind of acceleration profile sound. Excuse me, for every profile is different sounds. So you have a startup sound, an idle sound, reverse sound, and then we call it decel sound. So that's where you get that kind of little turbo chirp on decel. So those 4 sounds have to be created for every profile. So if you're making your own profile, let's say you're doing your own pickup, you can go out, record it starting, record it idling, record that decel sound, whatever you want it to be, a blow off valve, a turbo pop, exhaust pop, whatever you want it to be. You can even just redo your idle sound if you don't really want a sound there. And then you can also redo your idle as reverse if you want, but if you want to change your reverse sound, you can make it have like a reverse beep, whatever you prefer to have. And that's the same thing for the aux sounds. I have horn, police, fire. There'll be a couple in here, air horn, and then also custom ones in here too that could be selected. So, yeah, I don't know why they're not working right now. I'm going to try to upload it again here. So I'm going to go through that process. So hit upload, horn. We'll do some goofy stuff while it's uploading. Let's see how it goes here. Okay, it's uploaded. Let's see if it'll work. It's just not working. I have some more bugs to work out there. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so you can mute it. You can go from that. We can go to the turbo. So now we got kind of a 2JZ. I don't know if I got the inline 4 in there. Nope, I don't have the inline 4 or the big block in there yet. Yeah, I was hoping it would save that diesel sound. Let me disconnect. So let's see if you guys can hear at least one of the startup sounds. It might default to the inline 6. Oh no, it went to the diesel one that time. There we go. So you get that startup sound, the idle. There it is. So that's pretty much it right now. Like I said, I do have it where we can run different size speakers. It's nice and small. It doesn't need extra power. It just runs right off the receiver. Keeps it nice and tidy. Yeah, that's currently where it's at. So hopefully you guys will like this. I know I've got a lot of people asking for it. Especially I know some of those 24 scale guys probably think it's pretty cool to be able to do sound in their rigs finally. The big hurdle I'm running into right now is just getting the sounds to sound properly. There's a lot of work to be doing sound editing, make the acceleration sound proper so it doesn't sound silly. The V8 one, funny enough, has been the hardest. Startup sounds easy. Idle is great, but when you accelerate, it's hard to get that sound right where it sounds like a V8 revving or accelerating. So I'm working on that one. The inline 4 is actually not bad. The inline 6 is pretty good. The diesel one sounds pretty good. Also trying to get the volume up. This is capable of being a lot louder. It's pretty loud now, but I'd like it to be a little louder. And there's some different electronics I can play with there. So like I said, this is first run prototyping just to get it all work. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm going to keep working on it. As I make more progress, I'll share that with you guys. Just wanted to let you guys see what I was working on. So thank you, Moto. And yeah, Clay, that's awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's coming out pretty cool. I'm excited for it. So hopefully you guys think it's cool too. So, all right. And I guess I can sound if there's any questions. You guys have questions about it, want to make comments, I'm definitely open to input on it. If you think there's something else that could be done or changed, I'm trying to make it easy to use, but also a little customizable with doing your own sounds, because I know some of you guys out there want to do your own thing. I had a guy comment on my post from last night saying he wants to do like a reefer sound. So just the diesel and a reefer. So being able to do those custom sounds will allow him to be able to do that and have that run in the background. And that's the idea with it. So not sure yet. It's going to definitely be under $100 for sure. Trying to be competitive with ESS-ONE. I have lots of time and money into it right now, so I want to recoup a little bit of that back if I could. I am trying to make money on this. If I had to guess right now, I don't want to lock this in for probably about 50, 60 bucks is what I'm thinking. I want to be competitive with like the ESS-ONE systems that are out there. But I also, though, looking at it, I think my system has more capability. I know theirs, you have to take it out, hook it up to USB, play around with stuff. I haven't actually played with an ESS-ONE. I should probably get one so I can see what it can or can't do. This system is designed to be a lot easier. It's all done through the app, so once you've installed it, you really don't have to take it out to change anything. You can upload different sounds. There's even an option in the app to wipe all the sounds and redo them. I'm going to I'll probably start to release more and more sound banks as requested. So there'll be a website you could go to download more sound files and throw those in there and change them and play with them. Same with the aux ones. I'm able to throw firmware updates out through the app. So if I make changes that are drastic or, little quality of life changes to it, that can all be updated through the app also. So you don't really have to take it out, hook it up to USB to play around with it. It's just all Bluetooth. And then the ability to change stuff as you're messing around with it, to mute it, to change the volume, calibrate the controller, change RPM ranges, to do those kind of things. I know I don't think there's another product out there that's able to do that. So I want to be competitively priced, but I also know I have some more features that can be used. So not sure how far away I am from like actually selling a production model. Pretty close, I think. There's obviously some kinks in the software. We're like trying to get the aux stuff to work and get it to sound better. Still working on all that. So once I get something that I think is marketable, I'll probably send a few out to some people I know, and let them do some prototype testing, beta testing on it. And then from there, make all the changes I need to do before I go to production. I don't want to guinea pig my customers. So yeah, hopefully that answers all you guys' questions. I'll keep you guys updated and hope you guys like it. Thanks.